welcome back to my channel, Planned with Love. Today I'm going to do a plan with me for the week of it's the 17th, let's jump in here. The week of the February 17th through it's the 18th. So it's going to be a plan with me for the week of February 18th through February the 24th. So let's get started. Okay. I'm going to pull out my sticker kit that I want to use for this week. So let's see. I'm going to use this kit, which is Mini Kit 44. So from PlannerKate. And I have the A sheet as well as the B sheet that I will be using. So let's get started. And so first things first, let's get our headers in. And I'm going to use these strip headers for this week. And again, I like to put them down across the actual day and the 6 a.m. slot. That's just where I put it because, to be honest, there's not much going on at 6 a.m., so it's not a big deal covering up 6 a.m. And I'm just going to take this out for the time being. I really like those, by the way, these Erin Condren snap-in bookmarks. I love them. They're great to keep your page, and they come in handy for when you want to cut your washi. So, totally recommend getting those if you don't have them already. And we need the 18th through the 24th. So these dates are yellow. They're kind of hard to read, to be honest. I'm sure it'll look cute when it's all said and done. So, and I can live with it. There we go. Alrighty, and the next thing that I'm going to do, like I always do, is mark off my 8:30 time slot, because it kind of breaks up my day from when I want to transition from my morning routine to whatever I want to focus on for that day. And I only use one strip. I don't go into the weekend with this because, to be honest with you, on my weekends, as far as morning routine goes, the only thing that I force myself to get done over the weekend is laundry, because I feel like if I don't keep up with the laundry, it will back up on me. But making my bed and other things are not, necessarily gonna back up. I do make my bed usually, but if it's a crazy weekend or whatever, I let certain things go for the morning routine. All right, now that we have that in there, I do want to get our big washi down, and I always put that at the 3 to 4 hour slot because that's when my kids are filing in from school. I'm really liking this washi. This washi is so pretty. And I just like to kind of mark that as like whatever I'm doing in this in between, like for the day, I want to kind of wrap up and make sure I'm done by the time the kids get home, because they need their attention and tell me what went on with their day and get them settled in with snack and homework and all that stuff. So I always find it's best to kind of be prepared for that. And so the next thing I want to get in here is, let's see, I can do the kids' gymnastics and stuff. And I always like to do these thin ones, particularly on Wednesday. You know what? My daughter's gymnastics classes changed. So she was taking 2 classes on Wednesdays, so she would go from 5 to 7, and now one of the classes that she was taking got moved to the same time as the other class, so she can't take both at the same time. So go for that. Yeah, so we had to make a decision as to which class she wanted to take. And of course she chose to stick with the back walkover class, which is fine. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that that happened, because that's the one night a week where our whole evening routine was kind of like a little crazy. Typically I like to, I generally try to do our dinner at 5 o'clock, because it just works. Like, I'm a very kind of like regimented person. I like to keep like the same routine, and that one day a week was always off, because we would usually have to do dinner at 6, and my daughter Allison wouldn't be here, so she would eat when she came home, and it was always a little awkward. So we'll see how this works out for the time being with just one class on Wednesday for her, and hopefully it will be fine. I'm sure it will be. So that is that. Soon my other 2 will be starting lacrosse. They start lacrosse in sometime in March. So that gets real interesting with scheduling, and a lot of times I end up having to get my dad to help out, because can't be in 3 places at once. But we'll work it out. It always works out. Okay, so going to put the green one down for garbage day. And what other color do I want to use for? I think maybe blue. And for this guy. So yes, our garbage is in. And on Sundays, we also have to put out our recycling. All right, so let's see here. Let me put in her other gymnastics class. For Saturday. You know something? Let me just check something because going back here. Nope, she has it. Sometimes if there's like, she takes gymnastics at a cheer place, and sometimes if they have a competition, they'll cancel classes for that day. So I just wanted to double check that, but I think she's fine there. And let's get church into here. Do this one for church. Church is at 9:30. Okay. And this I'm just gonna leave because I always, towards the end of the month, like to print out the lunch menus for my kids, my older two girls, but sometimes they don't have it up. Like, I'll go on there on Sunday the 24th and it won't be posted yet, so I'll have to keep migrating that over until we can actually do that. And the same thing for signing my daughter up for her gymnastics classes. I'm gonna leave this because I do plan on doing it that day if I get to it. But basically the way her classes work, she can take unlimited classes as long as she qualifies for her, like she has the skills to take it. And so basically each class you have to go in and sign up for individually. And I usually try to do like a month at a clip. Like I'll go in this week, sometime this week, to sign up for all of March. Just because I find it easier than doing it week by week. And her schedule really pretty much doesn't change unless we have something going on. So I'm just trying to figure out my sidebar right now. Just trying to figure out my sidebar. I usually like these check boxes, but let's see. Let's try this. We'll put this here. Our AM routine. I'm not sure how I feel about this, having my AM routine over here. I haven't been looking, I mean, I know what my routine is at this point, and I haven't really been looking at it and referencing it as much as I thought I would, so I don't know if I'm gonna, like, change that up or not. And now I need another, maybe this pink one to go here. For PM routine. She actually sells, PlannerKate actually sells stickers that say AM routine and PM routine. If you like this layout and you won't think you're gonna like 100%. Okay, I hate getting interrupted with phone calls when I'm filming. So anyways, like I was saying, PlannerKate does sell headers, AM routine and PM routine headers in like a sheet. So if you think you're gonna commit to this type of style sidebar for a while, it may be worthwhile. I'm just not so sure that I'm ready to commit to this sidebar for that long. And I also always end up having stickers in the kit anyway. So, but I figured I'd mention that in case, you know, this sidebar thing is your style and you wanted to check that out. But for now, this is what's working for me. So, yeah. And I'm just trying to think of what I want to label up here. I think what I'm going to do is call it to do. I have this little to do sticker. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to label it to do. And put it on one of these scallops. Do I do the pink or the blue? Maybe this, because then it's all the colors combined. Gonna do that. I'm going to do that. All right, to do. I'm not gonna put anything in here yet because I'm actually filming this like almost a week in advance. So it's kind of like, I'm not quite sure what I want to put on my to-do list yet. The other thing is my kids are going to be home this whole week. Well, actually my older two kids will be home this whole week because this is President's Day, so my younger two kids will have off these 2 days, and my older kids are supposed to have off the full week. So that's going to be fun. So I don't know how much I'll get done around the house because when they're off, I really try to do, you know, some fun things, get out of the house, you know, especially when it's just my older two, because we can do things that we really can't do with the younger ones. So it's kind of fun. Go probably to lunch one day out at the mall and things like that. So anyways, payday. I can mark payday. So I will do that. Put a little payday sticker up here. I'm debating if I just want to put it in there or I want to like put it over a sticker. You know what? Let's do this. Let's put it, I'm going to put it onto a scallop sticker. And here I am using all these scallops, and I think in like my last video I was saying how I wasn't crazy about them. You know what it is? It's just, I'm like very much, they really are cute stickers, but I'm very much a functional planner. And so I find like these are like functional, you know, whereas I'm like, okay, but they really do work good for like layering scripts or making headers. So they're really not that bad, to be honest. I don't know. Just not what I gravitate towards generally for when I'm like putting appointments in and stuff. Alrighty, and looking this over, PlannerKate order, because I usually have this in here so that it's a reminder to start to like plan out my next PlannerKate order. I don't know if it'll happen on that day. I can move that or not, but I just kind of mark it there because I think Wednesdays are her release dates, if I'm not mistaken. So that's probably why I have it marked off on a Wednesday. And so that kind of wraps up the setup of my plan with me for this week. You know, let me know if you'd like to see like a full week, like fully done, like after I'm finished out the week and you could see it all kind of like filled in and all that. Yeah, drop me a comment below if you'd like to see that kind of video. and definitely tap the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified when I post my next video. And I will see you soon. Bye.